Alright guys, let me shut this off. This is my navigation. Hold on. My navigation's still on. Okay, so what's going on today? So I have very strange things going on at work all the time. Very strange. So today I clean a bank. I clean it consistently all the time, pretty much the same way, so everything's done, right? And as I was cleaning today, I'm like, today is a very tight day for me. I gotta be in and out. I got a million things to do today. I'm on my way to work now. But I'm on, I'm like, watch me get accusations again. Watch this happen with the bolts, right? I'm telling you, the bolts are following me. So anyways, sure enough, that's what happened. So it took me only like a half hour to run in and out of the bank. Everything's clean already. Everything is always clean because you do it on a regular basis. That is the system, right? So I go through and I'm like, okay, there's a dirty spot on this door. I'm gonna grab that real quick. Grab the trash. I'm like, why is there trash? A huge thing of trash sitting in my closet. Trash should have already been taken out last time. I took it out, plus the person who was supposed to take it out, as far as I know, she took it out. So I'm like, what is going on here? So then I'm going by this guy's office and I'm talking to him because he invited me to a networking group, and he literally saw me clean the door. He literally saw me as I was talking to him. So I go into the back and get the bathrooms done real quick, and I know my routine, so I'm really fast. So I get this text later, and it's, just wondering, just wanted to touch base because, your account time was short. And I'm like, yep, I do it consistently every week, so it didn't take me long today to do it. So I gave myself a break today. Then I hear, well, so-and-so, the glass wasn't done nor the vacuuming. The vacuuming didn't need to be done. You don't have to vacuum a bank all the time. You usually can pick up stuff. Nothing was there that I saw, so I didn't worry about it. So that's one accusation that wasn't true. And then I was told I didn't do the glass. So usually I've had to take a lot of accusations in the business world, right? Because you don't know the business world. Now that I've had a business class, I understand things better. So I'm like, hey, accusations. I knew this was going to happen. I said in a text. I said, so-and-so, I said basically more accusations. I said, this isn't businesslike at all, and we'll have a phone call after. And she's like, for sure, accusations. And then I said, yeah. I said, so-and-so accused me last time of not doing the door when I did. So I said, this isn't the way you do business, basically. So this is a big problem in the cleaning world. She's like, it's my duty to tell you when the customer says you didn't do something. I said, your client actually saw me doing it. So the truth is, when you're in upper management, it's actually your job to make sure what you're saying is true. And the customer isn't always right? We know that. That's something that I was talking about in my business school too. They are right up until a point. I grew up where the customer is always right. You don't say anything, you just give the customer what they want. Some businesses still do this. Some businesses you can go in, you can say, hey, I brought a kayak here, even though you didn't. Some of the upper scale businesses, and they'll give you what they want, what you want, because they want to keep you, which I think is ridiculous. So customer is only right to a point, but the problem is when I was working at some cleaning businesses is that the customer will say something or make a complaint, and they think that whatever they say goes. And, like once the boxes were not taken out, I didn't take boxes out because I wasn't sure if they were supposed to go to the trash. And so they then labeled the boxes so that we knew. Because you don't want to throw things away if you're not sure, right? Same thing today. I did what I was supposed to. Back when I was working for cleaning companies, a lot of people would make stuff up. And so instead of having management or a process where it's like, well, wait a minute, where are the pictures? Right? Pictures, there should be tons of pictures of everything. Or let me talk to my crew, because your employees are your first customers, really, they are. If you can't treat your employees right, I don't know why a company thinks they're going to succeed. So my husband used to talk about this too at Stratum Tire, how they had totally bad systems in place. He would constantly, be the one who had to straighten out the tires. The guys would go in, make a mess. He'd have to straighten them out again. And there was no in-between process to say, hey, we're tracking these tires or whatever. We know who was just in there. You're going back in there. You're going to fix it, right? So a lot of companies are just really bad companies. They really are. They don't track their progress. They don't know where the problems are. And so this is why, guys, I did a business plan again today to make up for what I missed yesterday. I have to do homework again tonight. And then I have to pull everything together tomorrow. I pretty much have everything done, but I feel like I know myself and I know I can do a better job. So I'm meeting with two people tomorrow to look over my business plan. Plus, I'm pushing myself some more tomorrow to get more done. So I keep simplifying it, and I've done all this work, and I should know my business inside out like the back of my hand. So I do feel a little insecure about a couple areas that I need to work on. But a lot of businesses just don't care. They just feel like, okay, I'm going to start up a business. I don't really care, and you need to care because that is what's going to make your business resilient. We see businesses falling apart within about 5 years. We want to do a good job too. We want to treat our employees right. We want to do a good job for the client. I don't know which client said that today, but it wasn't true. So she's like, oh, so-and-so just fixed it. And I'm like, so-and-so made up accusations last time. So she's like, give me a call today. And I'm like, I'm not calling you today. I am totally busy today. I just got a text. I'm totally busy today. I am not texting you today. I said, this is all your fault. You didn't ask me what happened, and it's all your fault. Same thing happened with the bolts when I was accused falsely of what did the church say? Having a desire for Gabe Bolt. Same thing. That fell into community. That fell into everything because he made some assumptions. And most guys are egotistic, and they think if you are acting a certain way, it's about them, right? So I don't put up with it anymore. I don't put up with accusations at all, and today proved it. I'm like, this is all your fault. You did not ask me. You will not have my time today. And at this point, guys, I really don't care if they fire me because, this is the kind of stuff you shouldn't have to put up with at work. It's one thing to be a hard worker like I am and to do a good job. It's another thing to have to deal with a bunch of BS on top of trying to work.